I create unconventional football designs. Today they're gonna be a little controversial. I will be combining the logos of well-known rival clubs into one universal badge. I will also design jerseys based on it. At first I didn't even want to make these designs. I thought the concept was too boring, but then I realized that's exactly my job, to take something that could be dual and turn it into something unconventional, something unusual. You will be the judge. Subscribe and enjoy. Today we are starting with Manchester. We'll unite the city. Yeah, I stole that joke from someone else who did a similar mashup, but I will make mine different. Here are our logos. We are removing the United shield. Red becomes white. The yellow stroke turns into the light blue from City's logo. And we're going for flat colors. Like here. The new name, City United, no other option, right? Now the most important part. My idea is to remove the red rose of Lancaster and replace it with the devil. To balance it out, we'll also change the white color to red and colors of the ship and the outline, something like that. Now we just need to position it properly. We'll hide this part behind. Yeah, something like this. Done. Time for the jersey. Since this is one city, I decided to strongly tie the design to its symbolism. These are the symbols of Manchester. When I saw them, I immediately knew what project I would create. The Adidas jersey base is ready. First, we'll apply a blue to red gradient across the entire jersey and color the collar and cuffs, like this. I downloaded the original coat of arms of Manchester City Council file. Now let's simplify it a bit. I get rid of all the unnecessary elements and left just the figures. The roses will come in handy, but not here. We'll also change their color scheme because the yellow would ruin the whole composition, and this looks better. United are sponsored by Snapdragon, which has a round logo, so the red rose of Lancaster fits very well. You know, the shape is the same. Let's say the city itself sponsors the club. That's my idea. I wouldn't be me if I didn't complicate the project. So I downloaded some free illustrations of roses, changed their color to white, added an outline similar to the figures, and started arranging them in an interesting composition. I want to make them the main motive of this jersey. It took me a lot of time to find the right arrangement, but I think I've got it. Let me show you. First, we'll add roses at the bottom, then at the top and on the sleeves, something like this. And this is the design I like. At the very end, I added a subtle white gradient from the top and it's done. The back will be similar, very similar, but I combined the roses with the numbers, like this. White heavens, I think everyone knows why. And that's it. Here is a different color version. I'm waiting for your review. At the end of the video, there will be some secret project not related to this video. Wait for it. Next up, Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Quick project, the logo will be simple, but that's fine because I've got an interesting idea for the jersey. Okay, here are the two logos. Let's tweak the colors a bit. Yellow here, yellow there. Let's make this pattern black. Let's change the color of the text too. Actually, maybe white text. Yeah, that's better. Let's take the lower text from Dortmund's badge, and you will see in a second why it works perfectly with my jersey idea. So here's the base. Obviously, it's Adidas. We're just missing the stripes, our combined logo, and the not authentic patch. We cannot forget about the sponsor. This one seems perfect. Now for the fun part. I took the pattern from the logo, quickly recreated it and slapped it on the jersey, but it felt way too simple. So I started transforming it in different ways, tweaking the perspective, and after about an hour of testing, I ended up with something like this. It's boring, I know, but when we change the colors, it looks much better. Let me show you. Yeah, I added the pattern to the sleeves too, like this. Let's color the cuffs and collar to make them less plain. And finally, as a cool little detail, I applied a grunge texture to give the design some character. Now you probably see why I went with this version of the logo. We've got the German flag colors, which makes sense because we combined the two best German clubs. Time for the back of the jersey. Bet you can guess whose name and number is on the back. Yeah, no other option. And the project is done. For comparison, I made a simple version without the texture on the sleeves. I can decide which one I like better, so let me know. Okay, finally, the last project for today. Real Madrid and Barcelona. A lot of people have already meshed up these two logos and they've done a great job, so this one is tricky. I don't want to make something that's already been done. First, we are changing the colors. Black becomes blue and the stripes become white. You can probably guess what's going here. We just need to add this stripe. Nice, but it's still not enough. Let's round off the bottom part of the badge since Real's logo is round. Add the crown on top and round off the top of the shield to match the crown curvature. Done. I also made a version with a completely round logo, but honestly, it looks kinda bad, especially this part. I didn't know how to fix it, so we're sticking with the first one. Now for the jersey. This isn't gonna be your typical 50-50 split. We'll make a few interesting designs instead. I was really overthinking this design. The base is ready, and yeah, it's Adidas again. Sorry Nike, not today. I added the new logo, stripes and patch. As usual, I recreated the pattern from last season's jersey, colored the cuffs and collar to match this shirt, and I got stuck. I started thinking about what Rivalry reminds me of, and then it hit me, graffiti. I downloaded some free spray paint textures and started arranging them into a cool composition. Maybe like this, or like this. Added some more here, maybe change the colors to white. No, that's not it. I get stuck again. I took a break for a day. The next day, inspiration struck. Gravity often leaves these streaks, yeah? So I turned them into Barca's red and blue stripes. Like a Barcelona fan was spray painting over a Real jersey, something like this. I adjusted the composition a bit more, and this is the final look for the front of the jersey. I still wasn't convinced, so I made 2 additional designs, but I will show those later. It's time for the back of the jersey. Of course, no other option, very simple. The second design is similar but more minimalist. I made the base and applied the spray paint like this. No big mystery here. The bag is done the same way. Here's a comparison. But let's go back to the first project for a second. I told you, I overthought this concept. We'll make it even more minimalist, something that could actually exist in the real life. We have the stripes, let's make some of them white, and we'll do the same for the back. This design kinda reminds me of someone's jersey, but I can't remember whose. Okay, so what was the deal with that secret project I mentioned? I had this idea for a video called I Made Manchester United Better. The concept was to play off their bad recent performances, but change the devil in their logo to an angel and flip the colors to match City's palette because City right now is better, right? I even designed a few jersey concepts. One of them was completely different. You can see it was inspired by some religious dress code, let's put it like that. But in the end, I scrapped the whole idea. I didn't like these designs at all. Also, there was supposed to be a second City United jersey, but I didn't like the final effect. I wanted to create a fire motif referencing the devil and water referencing the ship. 2 forces of nature battling each other. I ultimately scrapped the concept because I couldn't figure out how to finish it. Maybe I'll come back to it in the future. That's all for today. Let me know which project you like the most and why, and tell me what you'd like to see next on the channel. Bye.